Get through this maze as fast as we've ever done anything in our lives.
You're gonna roll a lot of ones.
We're very good at that.
We're very
I don't
good.
even.
This would be like
We're
the best
very
possible
good.
day ever for me to mention some esoteric detail about how one of the statues has like a chipped right foot. It's just an artistic flourish, and then like one of you just obsesses with how that must be the key to everything.
Yeah.
This would be a fine day for that kind of chasing of a rabbit.
Great. I think we were like going to a different room. Were we not traveling? We need to read this scroll.
Yep, the two things were that this is basically a dead end wing. The zombies that had been turned have not returned, and you found a magical scroll, white parchment banded by a polished stone ring.
Okay. Well, I will join the rest of the group and read the scroll if I'm able.
Unfurling it, you can see that it is written in arcane runes. It will, if you make an Arcana check, I'll tell you how much you understand.
Oh, I have to make an Arcana check? That was a bad choice.
I feel like you have some knowledge.
I'll give guidance.
Wow. Wait.
I have 9 knowledge.
Yeah.
You can read the title of the scroll.
Great.
Sort of. You think it's a highly destructive spell, and it's of the evocation school, and it's definitely an attack spell scroll, meaning that once you can cast the spell effectively, consuming the magic trapped in the scroll. You would need someone who's cast that spell who has that spell in their retinue, and you might want a second opinion to more thoroughly identify it. Sorry, Nine.
Yeah, I would give it to Draco to read.
Let me take a look-see. What you have here?
Draco, as you peruse. Wow.
Let me take a gander. Here you go.
Draco, you are certain that the scroll you have found is a scroll of disintegration. It is an incredibly powerful destructive spell whose magic has been stored in the parchment of this scroll. Were you to read it and finish the incantation's magic words, you would be able to cast the spell disintegration one time.
Best hold on to this. You could fall apart very easily.
Ha! Disintegrate even.
This interests you? No. Okay. I'll go over here now. Right.
I think we need to go across, right? To over here. We did not go there. Okay, I will.
Then we got monsters. We got all kinds
I'm
of
gonna
monsters.
We
I'll
have
scout.
a bunch
I'll
of
scout ahead.
skeletons going around.
Ooh. Look, there's disintegration.
I don't know.
No, the giant mass of undead corpses is still just lumbering in that large circular room. Oh, you have not encountered them?
They fled.
Currently.
Outside of combat, a minute doesn't seem like a lot of time, but inside of combat, a minute is a lot of time. So they just took off running, and they're supposed to use, best possible speed to get as far from him as possible. Which is a lot of movement if all you're doing is dashing.
Especially through snow.
Okay, I'm scouting ahead. Is there anything I am finding?
No. Ahead of you to the west, you do see that there are two smaller chambers, one that's empty and one that
Oh, a
has a
box.
surprisingly similar look to the box you just disarmed. This
Okay,
appears to be
well-
another war chest.
Hey, what's that down there?
I'd like to open that.
The exact same elaborate clockwork mechanisms are present here. It also has the same branded maker's mark on it. I don't remember if we identified the maker's mark or failed to do that last time. Does anybody remember?
Failed.
Let's try again. Because I know who did it.
I thought
We
it-
failed, but if you'd let me try it again, because, hey, this may be important now that I've seen it twice.
Yeah, why don't you make a wisdom recall attempt with advantage?
Glad
Yeah.
it was with
For
advantage.
Yeah. The maker's mark, the tri-crossed blades, is the mark of the goddess Neat. If you remember, she's the sort of the goddess of like manufacturing and creation. Not creation in the sense of like breathing life into a universe, but like the goddess of making things. She's also the one that left behind the gems of origination that each of you, well, several of you have used to craft god-touched weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Her hand is also the one that manufactured these chests.
Mm.
And her
Brennan,
name's
as
Heat.
Neat. Neith.
Neat.
The elaborate clockwork is as challenging as the last one. If you want to try to pick it open, I'll need a Thieves' Tools check. I don't know that I love the term Heidi Hubby. Sure.
Why is this not working?
Heidi Hubby sounds like some creeper in a closet.
Hmm.
You just have a particular chair you like.
Caleb, this one
Hello.
is not letting me lick it.
And that's
Or
just
flick it even. I mean, it's
How to close the window and open it again.
tech supports on it.
Oh, that's why. Son of a bitch. Mhm.
dang.
Hey. You deftly negotiate the first layer of difficulties. There are a bunch of like intentionally misleading cogworks and traps that aren't real. They're just meant to distract a less skilled thief. You were able to get down to that same layer as before, like sort of taking apart the top section of the chest. You can see that there are, as before, two smaller vaults contained within this large security box, and each one has a placard identifying it, just like the last chest. They are in the old
Okay,
scholar's
stop.
tongue, and to the best of your understanding, the two words on this chest are the words for plurality and singularity.
I don't know which one I'd pick.
But as before,
Since
it
Hoppy
seems
is a
likely you'll
singular-
only be able to open one or the other.
I mean, your last one was life and death. You chose
Yeah, and
death.
I chose
so-
life. So I'm going to choose plurality this time.
There you go. Lots of gold. Lots of gold. So much gold.
That would be the
None
best
of it
ever.
is yours.
You chose singularity. Here is your one piece of gold. You
I can see you doing that. I can see you doing that. Or no, that's just me. That's what I would do.
Okay, Weeva, do you want to take this? I love you, HF. This lovely bread snapper, or do you want to try for what's in the box?
Ooh. What's in the box?
Renan, may I get another Thieves' Tools check as you begin taking apart the plurality lockbox?
Woo.
It's okay.
It's good, but not great.
Yeah.
As before, you find a trap that you think is real, and so you're doing your best to work around it. You have not necessarily like made a mistake and triggered a trap, but this mechanism has a failsafe that is activating. Now, because of your skill and the deftness of your hands, you definitely see and feel it coming. Right now, there's a huge cylindrical column of granite stone suspended in the ceiling just above the box, that has a small dome section in it, like a concave, maybe to protect the box, but to smash anything else nearby. And it is falling out of the ceiling. Now, because of its height and because of your reaction time, you definitely like see it coming, but there's no way for you to finish Wow, I don't know why I'm having a hard time with words
Fixing.
today. You can't pixing the Nixie bucks. The you see it happening. You're not going to be able to finish opening this chest before this large pillar comes down. Some intervening force would need to stop this pillar from crushing you and the box, or someone will need to destroy the pillar after the fact, or you're in no danger because you definitely see it coming, but there's a countermeasure in place that you, at least at face value, don't seem to be able to defeat, which is 6 tons of stone falling out of the ceiling.
Okay, so I'm gonna like yell for Hoppy and Oni and be like, "Help! Help me!"
Are you gonna move?
Yeah.
It'll incentivize them if she looks like she's in danger.
Is this a break the rocks situation, or is this a
This is the break the rocks.
hold it up in the air type of situation?
Either one.
I
And
don't think we can do 6 tons, so I think it's more of a break the rocks type of situation. I can use a
Like you can't have no in your heart.
I can't have no in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Without a no in my heart, I'm going to use Knuckles of Knocking, and I'm just gonna pummel it till it's fine powder.
As you beat it into cinder dust, the room begins to fill with a chalky white cloud that seems to not really dissipate the way like rubble will eventually settle. It just keeps blooming until it reaches the ceiling and kind of just billows back on itself, creating an opaque mist that's difficult to see through. It is at that moment that the three of you realize you're also having difficulty breathing. May I get the three of you to make a fortitude saving throw? I didn't say constitution because I'm pretty sure it's
Constitution?
fortitude. Fuck, I got it wrong.
It's Constitution.
Yes.
Oh,
sorry,
that's
that was
not good.
funny, John.
I just did 3 hours of Pathfinder on Friday night, and I spent my whole night fucking them up too.
You know what would have been very useful? Instead of just pounding it, I could have, reduced size.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Just saying.
Well, that is not great. So, first of all, I don't think anybody knows where you are, because everybody else is on the other side of the dungeon. The three of you begin hacking and coughing. You feel that the joints in your body suddenly become quite stiff.
No.
You feel a lack of dexterity and mobility. You have a hard time opening and closing your hand. Oni, your left eye begins to close and won't open. You are overcome by a sense of paralysis, as eventually each of you become prisoners trapped in your own body that refuses to move. And as the billowing chalk dust from the collapse keeps filling the space. You can feel it slowing your heart and closing your lungs. Do you feel like you should be able to be paralyzed from inhaling a paralytic? Okay. Well, as long as you think it's fair. Yeah, this is an awkward situation. At the end of this round, no one is here to, let's say, save you. Each of you needs to make a second Constitution saving throw, and before you make the roll, this is a very important Constitution saving throw. So if they are as bad as these, I would heavily consider, if you have a inspiration token, utilizing it. I don't want to overplay my hand, but this is a very important roll.
I do.
Hobby, don't need it. Wait, is it at advantage or no one?
I think I don't know. I'm literally clicking.
You have your advantage on.
I don't. I don't have my is that
That's weird. Maybe you got something else going on that saves you on that. Either, 23 is much better than 12. I love this death music.
I was trying to find something that has like guitar in it.
I like it.
This
very
kind of does.
Western-like.
Yeah.
Off into the sunset they go.
Most stuff is percussion-y or synthetic, and I don't know.
I'm not ragging on it. I think it's quite hilarious.
Sorry, so let me look at those rolls.
It's only one gone so far.
Meg and Renan, or sorry, Oni and Renan, I need both of you to roll Constitution saving.
Ooh, Oni's alive.
Oni, I think roll 20 crash. I didn't see that. Could you reroll for me?
Oh shit.
You can
That's
just
hilarious.
let's just reroll it. It's just a die roll, right? What's the worst that could happen? All right. The worst of the things does not befall you. Each of you can feel like fiberglass burn sort of on the inside of your throat and lungs. You begin hacking up blood, but each of you manages to avoid becoming fully paralyzed by this bone dust that Happy accidentally created. And your bodies sort of work, and you're able to sort of flop out of this room as the dust clears. You're free to evacuate if you wish. However, if you stay in, you'll be making Constitution saving throws until the dust is removed or until you paralyze. The three of you are not paralyzed, nor do you have any persistent conditions, except all of you are wounded 1. What is it called in this? Is that right? Wounded? Does that sound right?
exhaustion?
Exhausted. Thank you. Exhausted. First level. If you're interested in what's inside of it, yes.
Is there anything we can do to
I'm gonna try to open the box again.
I'm gonna get.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Did I do sufficient damage that it's not gonna squish her?
Yes, the column is completely destroyed. The box is
Okay.
there to be opened.
Okay, then I'm ditching out. I'm going over here.
Okay. Renan,
I'm also gonna yell back here that there's something in this room. They're trying to clear clear a box. If you guys have any way of clearing the air.
Yeah, I got some. What you need? What the hell you guys doing over here?
Mommy,
Can I try to open the box again, John?
Yes, Renan, you have disadvantage on skill checks because of the exhaustion level. If both of you are going to stay in this turn, you will both have to make a Constitution saving throw. But you make the attempt to open first.
Question: Is the chest like falling down like the last one?
It is not.
Yes.
Okay.
The
So you guys-
something came from the ceiling this time instead of the chest going into the floor.
Okay.
Is my Constitution save also at disadvantage?
I think it's just ability checks, but that's a fair question. Let me double check. Level 1 says disadvantage on ability checks only.
Okay.
You don't get disadvantage on attack rolls or saving throws until 3.
Got a question. Can I cast a spell?
Give me 1 second to resolve the Thieves' Tools check, and then absolutely. The Thieves' Tools check is successful. The secondary lockbox opens up, and inside is a highly hand-polished spherical stone that has small gems inset in it. There is a single rounded, like lapis lazuli, drink, marble inset into the spherical stone, and around it are 10 onyx gems. This appears to be the stone of plurality. And at the end of the turn, Draco, you said you wanted to cast a spell.
Well, I mean, if she already got it open, I don't need to now. I was going to clear the air, make it where they weren't dying, but they seem to be just okay.
Okay.
I'll
if
save my
you
spell
guys are,
slot.
that seems reasonable. Unless there's any reason to stay in the room, you guys can walk away with the stone. If you want to try to understand what its magic potential is, Renan, I'd like an Arcana check or an Identify spell. Or we can just put it in the bag for later.
I guess she cast Identify.
I think this is less a guitar and more a Zitar, but
I don't actually know what I'm supposed to hit to make this spell work.
you did it.
Okay, good.
You've linked it so that I can read it, which I appreciate. But you just basically take 10 minutes and learn about the magical properties of the Stone of Plurality. It is a consumable magic item that if you were to press the lapis lazuli orb that is at the center, it will allow you to throw the. Hold on, let me read this to make sure I don't misspeak. You would throw the stone at a target, and for the next 10 rounds, 1 minute, all damage that is dealt to the target of this spell, plurality, will be applied to every enemy within 60 feet of that target.
We'll never use it, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, can you put a sheet or something in the journal so I can actually read that later?
I will.
Thank you. And then I have added it to my sheet for us to use. Because if it's on my sheet, it might actually get used.
Sure, give me just 1 second, please. Roll 20 is. I see you just standing in front of the lockbox, Oni. Is that correct? That's what I was worried about because everybody else looks like they moved, but not you. Upper right hand, like back where the zombies were.
No, the closet.
Oh yeah, I see orange and red pinging. Everybody's pinging. One more person. I don't. Oh, there it is. Yep.
Here to help.
And what are you looking for in here? The room appears featureless. There's no item here. There's no infrastructure. There's no tables, no urns, no chairs. It is difficult to understand its purpose. If you'd like to scour, you can make a perception check to investigate, or excuse me, an investigation check to investigate. Fair enough. Nothing to see here.
What do I see down here, John?
There's a long hallway that seems to terminate in a very large open area, and through it you can see the branching palms of a lush garden, and you can hear running water. It has the smell of like an indoor aquarium, like a large bathhouse or pool. As Oni approaches, she walks downstairs, and there is an elaborate, like 60-foot oasis here. Beautiful running water dips out of 4 fountains feeding a central well, and beautiful vegetation has grown here, even in the dark dankness of this underground place. There's wild berries that seem to be growing all over the place. It's honestly like a micro oasis, a beautiful respite in this dark, dangerous place.
Those
Their
berries
own
must be
personal
important.
grotto.
We should spend the next 3 hours talking about those berries. Yeah.
Oni, as you approach the water to sample it, you kneel down, maybe cupping your hand, single hand, to get a little fistful of it. Um, you probably don't notice because you're so close to it, but Renan and Hoppy will see that the entirety of the oasis begins to swell like a crashing wave, building up and cresting on one side until it hits a tipping point at about 10 feet tall to crash down on Oni. The entirety, the trees, the berries, the grass, the water, the fountains, all of it becomes this now permeable liquid. It becomes amorphous, like a blob, becoming just a massive crashing wave down on Oni.
Mm.
That's
Oni,
pretty cool.
yeah, it's not bad. It sure is, and it's very hungry. It hasn't eaten in forever.
Hence all the trees. Oozasis. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Before we get into turns, Oni, you are going to be engulfed by this ooze. Um, it is consuming you. You can feel light acid slowly starting to digest you already. But that's where you'll start your turn. Am I missing people still? I feel like I'm late.
You need a Renin.
And Mon.
Amon's the second roll. I was the first. And then I'll just say, upon seeing it engulf Oni, are you ready for me to go?
Yes.
I will draw my arrow. See if we can't do some damage on this first turn. Okay, 8.
That definitely qualifies as some.
A scratch is a scratch. It's a ooze.
You went
So
before it, so don't you get the sneak attack?
well, I got the lowest amount I could possibly get on that.
Still 13. That's better than your 8.
Yep. Thanks.
It definitely can tell that Michelle was looking for help on this one.
That's what I'm here for.
math.
I had to mansplain it for her, you know. Didn't
Wow.
quite catch that one.
All right, Oni, at the start of your turn, you are going to take 21 points of acid damage as it starts to literally digest you. And you have options available to you. You are technically grappled and engulfed by the creature. You can attempt a strength saving throw to extricate yourself. You can attack, believe it or not, normally, whilst inside the creature being dissolved, or you can surrender yourself to the Uzasis and become part of its living acid form. I feel like I want to make sure you understand you have all of those choices. It's just an ability check, not a saving throw, which I don't think changes the math a lot for you, but
I mean, you could attack normally, too.
yeah, and technically your strength is at disadvantage because of your exhaustion level.
You can attack normally, too, you said.
So
Are you trying to get out of that? Oh,
Oh.
good. Is that the she killed herself one, John?
I'm going to answer the attack question first, and then I'll look at how bad this is. The order, the sequence, Meg, is main hand, main hand, main hand, with you taking the attack shack. With whenever you take the attack action, you make 3 main hand attacks. So Gold Blade 3 times. 3 times with the attack action. As a part of that rider, whenever you want, you can also use a bonus action to make an offhand attack, which is your Silvered Blade. So
it could be whenever.
in a world where you commit your attack action, when you use your action and your bonus to attack, it is 3 golds, 1 silver, 3 main hands, 1 offhand. Okay. What you just did there was perfect. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were critiquing this one or previous one, so I wanted to try to lay out the process. What you did here is exactly right, except for the part where you critically failed and died. Minus that part, you did great. So, bad news. You fall prone, you take 6d6 of damage, and you are unconscious for 1 minute. Which is bad if you're being actively digested by a living stomach.
23 damage. That's a pretty good roll. I mean, if you wanted points.
So I'm gonna.
You didn't want those.
We're gonna move on to the Uzasis' turn.
Oh no! Oh. Don't be screaming!
Oh, no.
Don't be screaming!
Stay close, because I'll need you to take hit points off. It is going to move towards Renan. Renan, it's going to attempt to pseudopod you, which is just a fun word. It does not.
I should get a attack of opportunity.
Sure.
I've forgotten how to attack. There it is. Oh, no.
100, 100, 100!
Ooh.
12 says...
Are we seriously getting destroyed by
yeah,
an
right.
oasis?
You lose your combat footing and have difficulty recovering. Your enemies have advantage on their attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn. Which I think if you were going reckless was likely going to be the case anyway, so...
Yeah.
Potentially no harm, no foul. Reddit, it's going to attempt to pseudopod you a second time. 25 seems better. It deals 10 bludgeoning, 13 acid for 23 damage, and you are grappled. At the end of my turn, each grappled opponent will take 21 acid damage. So that's 21 damage for Ren and 21 damage for Oni.
Yeah, I need to get something good to... Let's see.
Okay, so that was
Magic stone.
23 and 21 damage that I just took.
Yep,
Yeah.
44 in total.
Thanks. Again, math.
That is it for me. It is Amon's turn.
There's so many things I want to do, I just can't do with two people stuck inside of him. Y'all gonna get injured.
I don't mind.
Oh, okay. John said I can, so...
If Amon is busy just now, which may be the case, Hoppy, do you want to take your turn and we'll come back to him?
Sure. I'm gonna go reckless, and I'm going to attack with the Warglaive. We haven't hit him yet, right?
Renan did with her first bow attack. And I think
But she got a
Megan did
26,
on
so...
2 of her attacks. But like hitting on a 30 doesn't tell us a lot.
Yeah, well, she hit on a 20, and that's the...
Oh, that's true.
Okay. Rage. Okay. Warglaive 1. Warglaive 2.
Both are hits.
And the only other thing I can do is... will moving back 1 provoke attack of opportunity?
It will.
Okay, I don't want to leave his threatened range. I was just going to move him down the hallway, so it was harder for him to move.
Amon, if you're around, it's your turn. If not, we can pass to Draco. Sold to Draco.
Okay. Are you ready for some cool, fancy, schmancy fire guy stuff without a little fire guy, but a big fire guy?
Oh no, here we go again. There is no eye in team, but there are 6 eyes, and I don't care how big the room is, I fucking cast Fireball.
Close. Flame strike.
Oh, basically Fireball.
That's because I'm in behind him over this way. This 10-foot. Nah, I thought about freezing him, but I'm like, you guys are in there, so I know.
But then I was all, nah, better
Yeah.
not.
Exactly.
I mean, like,
Fire's fun.
water thing should probably help a little bit. Tell me where you want it.
About like basically where it's like getting about like right there before it hits the two of them.
Do you like it one more north?
Yeah, north one more. There you go, perfect.
And that damage happens now or at the start of my turn? Now, I imagine.
Now, I believe it's now, yeah.
Oh, it's not persistent. It's just a strike. My bad. It doesn't really matter.
Instantaneous.
I will make a dexterity saving throw that is not going to go well for me. Because I roll a 20-sided die and subtract 3 from it. 9 does not get it, but I take 14 points of damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, because that was pretty lame of a roll on mine. It's
radiant-
46, by the way, guys. Those are 46 times 2.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that
does
was
suck.
that was horrible.
I don't want to pour salt in the wound. The radiant damage burns through its gelatinous skin pretty efficaciously. However, the fire like spits and sputters and basically extinguishes itself as it tries to attack a body of water. Almost as though he has resistance to fire damage.
I figured, there's a chance I could evaporate some of him or, set this trees on fire. I figured it's worth a try.
We are back to Michelle Caleb turn. It's Renan's turn at the start of round number 2, but we do technically have an Amon punted turn. Oh yeah. I can move for here, and I will do my ranged heal. 8 points. I'll add that to Renan.
Flame arrows.
Or
Thank
moonbeam.
you. Sorry. Okay, how about moon bow? Or moonbeam? I don't know which one does more damage. I don't know how to play his character. I'm gonna go with this. Well, that didn't do us fucking bit of good.
He gets
the
2.
13 does miss. He did makes one more attack though. Yep. That does hit.
Oh, 15. All right. Good to know.
And then he gets
If he has a bonus action, he can Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark?
he
Yeah.
gets Hunter's Mark.
I don't see the button on his page.
Should be
Sorry.
beneath it as like a damage add-on, like somewhere where your sneak attack would be.
Where the fuck is your Hunter's Mark button, bro? It's not where
It's at the top.
this is not where it belongs.
Yo,
On
bro,
the- all the way at the top. Okay.
where even is it?
It was literally not where it belongs. Okay.
5 extra damages.
And then it's my turn, and I
then it is your
am
turn, yep. You are
prone?
engulfed, and no, you're just engulfed. Oni is prone and unconscious. You're just grappled.
okay. I'm going to Black Sand Edge. I don't even remember what that shit does, but I don't believe I get sneak from being inside him.
Technically, you're not moving.
I guess that's true.
If you don't
I
have
didn't
plans
mean-
to make an escape, yeah, I think. But if you want it, you can have it. I don't want to tell you what to do with your turn, but in terms of eligibility, I think Mark is right. If you want to use your bonus action to steady aim,
Okay. I'm gonna
Row
Dude.
while you're in it.
this amount of damage. I just grab my shit and start stabbing.
Mhm.
Guys,
Like
I
any
don't think
gem.
I'm getting anywhere, but I'm trying not to die.
Drax in the gullet of the beast. Ah! All right, Oni, you are unconscious. I don't love that for you. So here's what I'm gonna do, because you're beautiful and I love you. At the end of your turn, why don't you make a Constitution saving throw for me? And on a 12 or better, you'll snap to because you're being slowly digested, and I can't believe someone would sleep through that. So
I think you're awake.
that
round.
will be your turn, shy of you wanting to do something like Action Surge that would give you additional actions. But if you don't want to Action Surge, then I'll Action Surge. Then we'll just pass your turn. Does that seem fair? Okay. The Oozasis' turn. We'll start by digesting the two people it has. So Oni and Renan will take 21 points of acid each. And then-
Here's 3d6 on whoever needs it most.
Probably Renan has fewer hit points. Yeah. So Renan takes 14, Oni takes 21.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. What?
You took acid damage at the beginning of the turn to digest. Mark reduced it by 7, so you're taking only 14 points of acid this turn, and Oni took 21.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. Happy, it will attempt to pseudopod you twice. However, with its hands full, it can't grapple a third person, so it's just kind of punching you with the people it's already grappled. 10 misses for sure, and I think a 24 hits.
It
I
does.
see 6 points of bludgeoning and 10 points of acid. It normally is 12 and 10, but you turn it into 6 and 10. 16. And you are not grappled. It is Amon's turn if he's available, otherwise we can pass to Hoppy if House Chaos has him.
I'm here. Just grab the computer. I have barely any idea what's happening, so
There's a large ooze monster, sort of like a highly modified gelatinous cube, that has eaten, engulfed Oni and Renan, and is slowly digesting them. It does have a limited capability of moving, and is trying to pummel Mark with their bodies. And you, Sari, and Draco are in a hallway staring at it.
okay. Did Michelle cast flame arrows when it was my turn?
She did not, on the advice
Okay.
that Draco tried a fire spell, and it seems to be highly resistant to fire damage.
Okay, good to know. Okay. Then
She just did the standard fare Hunter's Mark double shot.
Yep. I'm gonna try Moonbeam. See if that does anything fun.
Let me grab a beam. Do you want it on the south end or next to Hoppy?
That's perfect.
And I believe if I start my turn there, I take that damage, right? I hate that these rules are not consistent, but I'm pretty sure Moonbeam is at the start of a creature's turn.
Let's see.
Yeah.
They
it
enter the
enters for
spell
first
area.
time, or starts its turn there. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Cool. Hoppy, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to beat it with my beaten stick. Unless there's anything else I could do. Can I give it the book and make it fall asleep?
That's interesting.
Joke.
I was gonna say, like, because it has such a poor intelligence score, I'm gonna say maybe not, but I like where your head's at.
I think you have to read it for a minute to to fall asleep. Yeah, I'm just attacking it. All the buttons pressed.
Both are hits. I don't see the plus 10 damage. Oh no, I do. Sorry, I do.
Yeah.
Those were 2 stacked damage.
49.
Mhm.
And
They look haggard.
yeah, and I got I guess I can. No, I can't. I technically could run around it and then horns it, but I think I'm just gonna stay where I'm at and block up the hall.
Draco.
Okay, I am going to be the blight of this individual by casting. Guess what? Guess what I'm gonna cast?
Tree aids.
Close. I'm going to casting blight actually. I high leveled it because I don't use my higher level spells too often, so I figured I might as well use it right now.
Sure. Must make a Constitution saving throw. I don't have advantage. I don't have advantage. So
Okay.
That's only an 8. I wasted a crit.
Woo!
Well, your damage was 29. No.
It's a 16 and 29 both.
Oh.
So, like I said, I did a higher level. Told you it's going to be its blight. Did I kill him? Did I kill him?
What level are you casting it at?
I casted it. Did it say? I didn't say. I went to 6. I believe I clicked 6.
Just trying to understand, because the spell does 8d8 by itself, and doing it at a higher level would give it an additional d8 for each spell level you upcast it by. So it should do 9d8, right?
Yeah.
The first one is 5d8s, and the second one is 8d8.
No,
So
it started at 4. Level 4 is where it starts at, so it's 2 more.
So 2d8 plus 8d8 is 10d8.
Yeah. Oh, I'll re-roll it. Maybe I hit something else.
Well, I just it's the numbers aren't really what I'm contesting. I just don't understand what the first necrotic roll of 16 is telling me. It looks like it's rolling 5d8s, and I don't understand that.
It is throwing 5d8. No, it's throwing 68. The 2, 1, 6, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's throwing 8d8 for the other one. The 29.
Yeah,
That's the next one.
The blight one, like where it says blight, that's right. The higher level upcast one, I don't understand. Like we can just take the two best ones from that, say 6 and 4. It's 10. 10 plus 29 is 39. I just don't understand where it's. Like, it's dumb, not you. I just don't. Sometimes Roll20 will pull something out of its ass, and I don't understand. The blight ravages the pool. It is now at 15-ish% maximum health.
It's like the best move I've done in forever.
That's a pretty good one. Sure.
Or do we want to try and murder?
Only 15 points.
No,
Renan gains 7 hit points from sorry.
At least you're being consistent.
Yeah. It's not a great spell, but it is a good spell. Oni, it is your turn. Oh no, sorry, Renan's turn. We skipped Renan. Yep.
I can still use that as a weapon, right? Or am I
Absolutely.
only allowed to use it once? Okay, I was like, I think I didn't use the magical property, so I can keep using it as a weapon.
For sure. Yep. Always a pig sticker. 27 damage.
Yay, did. Oh.
Close though. Much closer. Now below 10%. Oni, it's your turn.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did it, don't you know?
That's a good one.
Good job, Oni.
Depending on what you do with this, you may not need it. 96 says the debilitating force. Roll an additional set of damage dice above and beyond. If you can roll a 4 or better, you kill it with the critical strike. So roll a 10-sider for bonus damage. You have Fell the Uzasis. Raging like a tempest of steel inside of it, you break it apart from the inside, spewing digestive acid all over the room. Sort of like a giant orb that suddenly loses cohesion and just splashes water in the room all around as you guys drop to the stone floor.
How's that water taste, Oni? Was it refreshing?
A little brackish.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna die today, guys. So
Let's look around in here and see if there's anything important.
Perception check, Puppy, as you take a peek around while they're collecting themselves, literally.
Shouldn't be with advantage.
The room itself is surprisingly clean, almost like the ooze has like fastidiously eaten everything that's even remotely organic in the room, preventing mold and dust from really accumulating. However, now that it's dead in the bowl where it was living, the depression in the center of this room, you do see that there is a collection of inorganic material. Coins, weapons, armor, jewelry, just sitting at the bottom of this acid pool.
we're taking all of it. Oops, I'm sorry.
I want to go Grandpa's house.
It would have been really cool if I would have done that the first time I used it.
I want to go Grandpa's house.
It could have saved you some damage, that's for sure.
It sucks playing distracted.
I'm so sorry for you.
It's okay. He's ours. We made him. But dear God.
The problem with scooping out the goods at the bottom is that it is at the bottom of what is essentially like a tub of acid that seems to burn organic material, but not so much inorganic material. I think there's lots of ways you guys could do it, but if you can just float one idea of how you'd like to get it out, shy of like just sending Hoppy and Naked to wade through the acid. What do you have?
A lance.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys can take some time to fish things out with a lance. I don't have a perfectly itemized list, but I can give you some things. Or would you like, in a world where we assume nothing is magical, to just get a dollar value of stolen quarters from the wishing well?
Yeah.
Let me pull up my notes. Sorry, one sec. I don't know why I wasn't prepared for you to do this, because this seems like a very you thing to do. There are 306 gold worth of jewelry, coin, pieces of armor that have survived. So 306 in value.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple of items that I think should be maybe listed separately just because they have potential use somewhere else. There is a small roll of copper cabling, like a jeweler's copper cable on a spool.
Or wire.
Yeah. Sorry, I said cable. I think I meant wire, like a very fine filament of copper. there is 2 glass ampules, like somebody drank a potion and left you behind the garbage, but sometimes we can recycle empties. And you also have a polished hand mirror. That's an
I'm
excellent
gonna look at
condition.
the hand mirror and say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall."
No, it's got a trapped monster in it.
Do we need to? Is it? Do we have like detect magic or something like that? Is there anything?
Draco's first blush is that none of it appears magical, just like quality trade good items or things that might be useful. When I roll up a random loot table of things, I try to keep an eye on stuff that I think could be useful at any point in the future, and just make sure we call those out separately.
Got it. Okay.
Like a wooden symbol, I don't think is ever going to be meaningful to us, so I don't list that. But like a mirror might be in handy, or copper wire might be a thing we need.
Okay. I put them in my inventory unless somebody else wants them in theirs. Okay. Shall we? Is this a safe place to take a? Did we take a rest previously?
When we were up
A
one
short
level,
rest
yeah.
before coming down here, yeah.
Do we want to Oni and Renan?
And we got dead people running around. We don't want them to stumble upon us while we try to heal.
Do we have?
Yeah, we could definitely.
Yeah, I'm good where I'm at, but
Hold on. Sorry, we are a little bit behind. Mark, I added the polished hand mirror and the wool to my sheet, but if they're on your sheet, I'll remove them from mine.
I can remove them from mine. I just figured you were sidetracked on stuff. So
No,
Do you
I
want
was.
them-
I can leave them in mine because I try to look at it often when we're up against something we're not used to.
got it. They're all yours.
Okay, cool. I'm
Would
sorry,
you
and
guys
then
like some hit points? Would you like hit points?
I really need hit points. Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Mass cure wound. So this is for both of you.
Is that for as many people as needs it?
I think it's everybody in. Like,
Each
a
target
third.
regains hit points equal to 3d8 plus your spellcast ability. So there it is. Yeah, everyone in that area gets 16. You get hit
Okay.
points. You get hit points. You get hit points. Hey, Amon,
I'm only.
come down here.
I'm at.
Yeah, you
just
get
so
hit
you
points.
guys know, I'm at 59 of 86, which I'm
Can
fine
you do-
with.
Can you do that? Can you do that? The thing died. Now you get free hit
No.
points.
Because I don't have my fire guy anymore because he did.
Okay.
I don't want to go so far as to like retcon anything that's already happened, but Zach, I wasn't sure if you I wasn't sure about it, so I had to reread it. The summoning fire guy is a alternative use of your wild shape druidic ability, and I'm pretty sure wild shape recharges on a short rest. So since we took a short rest at the beginning of last session, I think you technically have the ability to recast fire guy.
Ew.
I mean, I would
Okay.
confirm that really quick, or let me confirm that really quick, but I'm pretty sure Wild Shape is short or long rest recharges.
Damn, you've been playing like a fool without
Just a small
fire
thing.
guy.
Like,
That would have done us.
Zach and I
zero
sort of have
good.
we don't care a ton about the rules because I feel like the fire guy should be out all the time. Technically, he's supposed to be summoned only for 1 hour at a time, so I just let him sort of keep it out, and I think we sort of have the understanding that we're not going to adhere
Use
too
it.
strictly to it, but
Yeah, I try not to abuse it though either.
yeah, a long rest on a short you regain expended uses whenever you finish a short or long rest.
Okay, I get one. Yay!
Yay!
Yay. But I don't have them out right now because I didn't use them earlier. So I'll cast them next round. Next time we find some fun guys to attack.
Okay,
Why
so
don't you pull them out
have we-
now before we go into that next section?
Can't just ask a guy to pull it out.
yeah, you can. We've been here, you guys, but we haven't been here, right?
Or we kill him.
I think that's a great choice, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go as one big group. I think we're ready.
Okay.
And we are attempting to do that. Can I can sneak, so I don't know how many people you need it on.
What I'd like, if we're going to move as a single unit, I'd like every person to make a stealth check.
Hell, fuck yeah.
You get a +10 from Oni's spell, but we'll be sort of gauging our success based on the performance of the lowest person.
It ain't me, motherfucker.
I got 22. Just so you know.
Oh, I'm on. Hold on. Come on, bitch. Yes.
So Oni, being the loud one that she is.
Oni.
Mm-hmm. Everybody
So
manages
17.
to sneak into the room, hugging the wall, scraping across it. The mound of corpses animates in the presence of living things, but it is just kind of lurching blindly in the space around its little circular hall here. It does not seem to be able to detect you, or at least it knows you're there, kind of like a creature that can smell prey in the night but doesn't know exactly where it is. Or maybe it's some kind of autonomic response. You guys get to the other side and it does not make an attack, although it was super close. You guys need to talk to Oni about not singing her stealth song while we're sneaking. It might be counterintuitive.
That's definitely an Oni trait right there. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I'm gonna sing that all day now. God damn it.
Left, right, or down? What do you guys think?
Yep, let me narrate slightly for you. There are two elevated platforms to your left and to your right, to the east and to the west. The west platform seems to expand for a while into an open space. To the right, there is a sealed door that truncates that option abruptly. And to the south, there is a massive set of huge sandstone doors that are locked. There are two massive keyholes in each door, or a total of two, one in each door, looking like they are expecting two very large keys to be inserted to open that door.
We haven't found keys, correct?
Not so
Correct.
far.
Okay, so we're not going to the massive doors that require keys because we need to find the keys. So let's go left.
I think we should go and look at the keys. Maybe you can.
Look at the
pick lock?
keys?
No,
look at the keyholes? I'm happy to go look at it. I don't want to touch it because every time I touch something, it tries to fucking kill me. But I'll go look. Go see what I can see.
Make a perception check so that I know how much detail I can give you.
I see into the future. Told ya.
It's so bright you gotta wear shades.
No,
there is all of the expectation you would find with a large keyway of this kind. The key itself must be almost a foot long. There are the same kind of tumblers you would expect to see in a complicated locking mechanism like this. However, inside you can see that the keyway is also etched in arcane runes, which gives you a lower degree of confidence that you could easily, like thieves' tools, pick this lock. it seems like the keys that fit into these keyways are also magically enchanted, so mechanical and magical locking.
Yeah.
If you had a day, you could maybe create a bypass for it, but if the keys can be found, that would just be easier.
I will relay all of this to my siblings. So I'll say we could do it the hard way or we could do it the hard way. Let's at least look for the keys.
So you're
'Cause I'm
saying
tired.
you're not very good at this.
I'm
Gotcha.
wounded. Shut the fuck up, Draco. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a locked
It's a
door.
door.
Mm-hmm.
It's a closed door.
It's a
not a
closed
locked
door.
door.
Yep. It doesn't it's not a door. The wall itself is like pocket sheathed out, sort of like the entrance to this temple in the very beginning.
Yeah,
it looks like it's meant to slide open. It just is not presently slid open.
Can we please go left first? Please.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm right here.
I will be.
Oni-
I will. Can I sneak ahead into this room to see what I can tell
Sure.
my siblings?
Make a stealth check and a perception check for me, Advanced Scout Renan.
Very good.
I love that your shit the bed roll is a 22.
You're welcome. I literally can't fail a stealth roll.
So Renan, on your brief excursion from the party, you can see what you can see. There is rooms to the north of you, 2 different rooms. They each have a thing in them. One of them is interesting. Actually, I guess they're both known to you, but one of them is potentially quite terrifying. And the hallway ends in a zigzag nook that have 6 identical statues that are featureless humanoid torsos that have in like an immensely elaborate ornate helmet that has glass lenses in it. And even as you stand before it, you just get like that sort of awkward painting staring at your breasts look, like where no matter where you go, you just feel the eyes are watching you. Sort of the worst elements of the male gaze. But there's something enchanting. Sorry, not enchanting like this is a positive thing, but like magically enchanted about the statues themselves. And each of them has a small plaque at the base of them, but it like the words seem to be gibberish.
Okay. All right. I will go back and I will. Oh, okay. And that is what I see.
Mm-hmm.
2 rooms. One here.
And there's also a room to the south that you can probably see into, but not with great detail. Yep.
And here.
Go
Okay.
inside those.
So I'll go back and I'll say 2 rooms. One has another little locky box. One has a bad. And then there seems to be some type of a puzzle with 6 statues. And the statues are watching us and there's gibberish words. I say we try to figure out the gibberish words first. Or we clear the bad first.
I think I have a bias for action. I think we should kill the big bad.
Yeah, I think you and Oni should go kill the big bad. And I'll just watch.
Okay. Guys ready?
Amon follows us.
He's red. He's not going to talk to us.
Damn.
Wow. Don't be red, guys.
Of all the people, I didn't expect to be racist.
I figure you'd say, hi, how are you, or something, but no, it's
Hoppy over here. We don't want to. Make sure you hide your wallets, guys. We're going into a red neighborhood. You know how they're all just dirty mud people?
Yeah.
wow.
Damn, dude. Jesus.
Okay.
Jeez, Mark.
So this is totally off topic, but yesterday I was going into a strip mall and there was some jackass MAGA hat wearing motherfucker standing in the middle of the intersection talking to some other random dude in a car, blocking up traffic both ways. And so yeah, red is kind of my bitch color right now.
Nice.
I know,
Uh-oh.
but I don't go out of the house.
I feel like everything you said is exactly what I would expect from someone like that.
Yeah.
No surprise at all.
Yeah. Anyway, that was my experience yesterday. So, if I'm cranky about red people,
Which reminds me, Mark, I'm actually starting a men's rights podcast. If you want to join me on my inaugural episode, we're going to talk about, like, basically why colored people are bad and how much women suck.
no. Pass.
You can bring your red shirt, though.
So, anyway.
Staring into the room, you see the same kind of large, dark steel golem that you fought before. But as you walk into the door, no door in the frame, just an elaborate stone archway. It doesn't react to you as the previous ones did. No, like, humming to life and threatening to pummel you into dust if you don't retreat. It's just sitting here in a closet, by all appearances, inert.
Inert.
Remember, last time it didn't move until we touched it.
Is that what
Touch
happened
it.
last time?
Touch it.
Touch the butt.
Are we going to touch the butt, or are we going to
Pick the lock.
how about Oni and I stand and block this guy in until you guys look at the chest and these dudes and try and figure it out.
Oh, I'll look at these dudes. Check this dude out first.
As described, they are basically identical statues. The way that they are carved, it's not really the right word in stone, sculpted, thank you, my own brain. The way they are sculpted is, I think, made to make them look identical. They are just the upper torsos, busts, if you will, of this same masked and helmeted figure. However, the eye sockets have glass lenses in them. And Draco, you do get a sense of unease as you move from each one. You can kind of, like, you get a predatory sense of something watching you as you stand in this hallway before all six of them. There is an element of definitely these stone guys are watching you. There is a placard, a rectangle stone face on the bottom of each of their plinths that has sort of like gibberish scrawled on it. However, as you look at the six of them, your keen intellect does see maybe something resembling a pattern. Some of the same symbols appear in the same order on several of the statues. It may be worth looking deeper into, but as it stands right now, it doesn't appear to be a language that you understand. There's no way to comprehend it.
Is
That's
it
for
possibly
maybe your
in Minotaur?
plebeian mind. Okay. This is just throwing it out there. Since there's some kind of similarities in the same spot, if I were to start writing it all down and then bringing all the writing together, does it look like it's creating a word that I recognize? Or is it just straight gibberish?
Putting it all together on a sheet of paper definitely confirms your suspicion that, as it is nonsense gibberish.
Okay.
But you do see repeating patterns. You just have, at this point, no firm understanding of what that means.
Okay. I'm gonna put the repeating patterns, into a strip in itself, and then, try to see if I can decipher.
This is going to take you a little bit. Why don't you start by giving me a wisdom check?
I'm pretty wise, just so you know.
So can we get a humility check as well?
Yeah, I was going to say,
I
every
can't.
wise person calls themselves wise.
I got a 25, just saying.
That is pretty good.
Pretty wise.
You're going to spend some time looking at that and trying to figure some stuff out. Does anybody else have any actions they want to take while Draco is playing Codebreaker?
I'm just going to be ready to attack this guy if he moves.
Not in a way that I'm insinuating you should, but Renan, you did find one of those Goddess of Neath lockboxes in the other room. Do you have any interest in playing with that now, or is that we do that as a party together once we've solved this other situation?
No, I think my point was they're going to go kill the bads and I'm going to go look at the lockbox.
Sure.
I'd like to. You go.
So you're very familiar with the process at this point, this being the third one you've encountered. If you want to attempt to open it, you'll have to defeat the first layer of mechanical countermeasures, which will require a Thieves' Tools check. And Draco would like to remind you he rolled a 25.
So you know, because I'm pretty wise.
We know. We know.
The first layer of mechanical defense is easily defeated by you now, since you seem to understand how Neat built these. As before, as you lift that top component layer off, you can see two smaller lockboxes, as has been the case each time before, and their labels mark the left one as offense and the right one as defense. As previously encountered, it seems like you will have the option to only open one or the other. They have mechanical bypasses that will recess and destroy the one not selected.
Okay, I think I'm going offense this time.
I agree.
If you've made your decision, may I get one more Thieves' Tools check?
Yes, Daddy.
Wow.
Well, at least I'm consistent.
Yeah, it's remarkable. You are able to open the offense lockbox, but unlike the two previous times, there's no, other shoe. You defeat the mechanical trap here, and it just, opens up, and there's a beautiful crystalline vial of radiant, looks like holy water, but there's a sparkling, ethereal, otherworldly glow to it. There's a small hint of angelic choir voices singing as the box remains open, giving that Pulp Fiction suitcase vibe.
Oh, okay. Those are two very different things in my mind, but okay.
Take it, grab it.
I am obviously grabbing the vial of Angel.
Or Marcellus Wallace's soul.
Wow, that was a reference right there, my guy. But okay.
As you pull the vial out of the container, the entire room that you're in begins to shake. The chest begins to rapidly deconstruct, sort of like a transformer folding in on itself.
Hold on, I have a question.
Go.
So before I grab the vial, I wanted to see if I could grab the other lockbox. The defense one. Grab it.
It is built into the workings of the machine. It can't be grabbed.
Okay. All right. Grab the vial. The room is shaking.
The room is shaking, and the box is sort of not imploding, but shrinking down on itself each time, having the size of the chest.
Mm-hmm.
And as it does that, you notice that it becomes very heavy from a PSI perspective. Each time it halves in size, it retains its same weight, but it's being placed over a smaller and smaller section of the floor, which is just an interesting academic observation that you make until you see the floor tiles begin to crack and the box falls through the floor, and the entire floor in this room begins to give way as though it were designed to do so, rapidly expanding, creating a black hole of immeasurable depth.
As soon as the room starts shaking, Rinnan is not sticking around. She's nobody's fool. So maybe she's acrobating backwards, but she's not sticking around.
I would like Renan and Amon and Hoppy to make dexterity saving throws as everything in the adjoining space begins to fall into this black hole. and you three are at risk of being swept into the chaos.
Is it visible? Do I see it
Ooh.
happening?
You do, yeah. Or maybe hear it. I don't know if you can see around the corner, but you definitely know it's there.
Amon is the 10. Sorry, Amon.
Hoppy's
That
the
is
9.
not great. Amon and Hoppy, you guys are at risk. Renan has bounced back to the hallway. The cavitations of all of this collapse, the shaking, have just jarred you off balance, and unfortunately, you both have fallen towards the open hole. You are basically in free fall. I'll give everybody in the party a round to consider emergency actions, and then I'm going to unfortunately have both of you fall into the hole and take fall damage. So put your heads together real quick, and I'll give you guys a couple of minutes, maybe 2 minutes, and then we'll proceed.
I think I would have instinctually tried to grab for Amon, which I know then puts me back in at risk for falling into this hole. But I wouldn't have just let him try and I wouldn't have let both of them fall, but there's no way I'm stopping Hoppy from doing anything.
Oni, do you think you can grab me and pull me away?
Remarkable.
And I will cast Fire Dude, because that's what I really do to help.
Because he's going to love to watch this.
They're gonna
Where
fall.
are we? Are we all at this doorway, John?
Yeah, so imagine the seam between the rooms also fell into the space. Oni, you're sure-footed and safe. Renan, you're sure-footed and safe. However, the respective men in your lives are falling into the hole. If your instinct is to try to grab them and arrest that inertia, it's going to be a athletics check from both of you. The DC is going to be 16. If you fail the check, you won't grab the person. If you fail the check by 10 or more, you'll fall with them. So we already have
Great.
a failure from Oni.
You're welcome. Not only did I
That's
make it to safety, I gave it all up for Amon. Let it be. Let everyone remember, we have one wise brother and one not.
Yep.
So
Oh shit!
both of you fail, but nobody let's call it critically failed, a massive failure. So unfortunately, the boys are still in trouble in that they're falling into the hole. Renan and Oni
Could I
did your
use
best,
the-
but could not save them.
Could I use the immovable rod to arrest my fall?
That seems like a very good use of your action.
Okay, I'll do that. Is there...
You can't
I
just
think it's-
ask a guy that.
I think it's 5 feet, so...
Oh my
Yeah,
god, and then he's
you
gonna lie
gotta work
about it.
for that.
Yeah.
You gotta work for it.
Hold on.
It's true.
Yeah.
Listen, it's worked 100% of the time for me.
It actually doesn't say how long it is.
It is not long. Sorry, there's no way to have this as an adult conversation.
As it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But
it's only 18 inches at most. It's meant to be not necessarily a 10-foot pole.
yeah.
So Hoppy, you activate the button, keeping a firm grasp, and you just sort of stay there, regaining your balance and composure with your back to this gaping hole. As it stands now, Draco used his action to summon Fire Guy. Amon is the only person who's not taken an action, which is good and bad because he's also the only person falling into the hole at this point.
I'm trying to figure out what his move will be.
Tuck and roll.
Yeah, he also is not a remarkable athlete. Oh, he's got athletics. I'm wondering if he could grab his staff and just try to shove it into something that's not falling and hang from it. I don't know. I'm not a stupid man that falls into holes.
But I like
But
that
we
you put
can't help
yourself
it,
in
though.
the masculine mindset of just take my staff and shove it into something.
I feel like that's what a man would do. Let me grab the thing that's long and see if I can't find a hole to shove it in and stop myself from falling.
No, I think you like solved 80% of my decision trees. Yep.
Well, I was not more
Yeah.
successful than less successful.
I agree with that assessment. Unfortunately, he does make a remarkable attempt at being athletic, trying to sort of like gambit the staff into a corner somewhere. Regrettably, it just goes pear-shaped.
No. But does it at least stop some of the damage? Did he slow himself down a little?
I'll take 2d6 off of the damage. How's that?
Yes. See? That's why you stick your shit in holes, mins. Did I do a good mansplaining impression of a man's?
Yeah,
That's
that's
too many
pretty
words. Too many words.
good. See what Zach's doing there. That's way better.
Oh, thank you, God.
You just want to correct someone without actually having to correct them, but just like insinuating what they did was shit. But that if you stick
Mhm.
around, you can
Mhm.
learn by watching.
Damn. Well, because I don't have the brain
Don't judge
power
yourself.
of a man.
Zach's been doing it for 40 years, so he's got some experience.
Exactly.
Mhm.
This is your first time as a guy, so you'll get there.
You don't know that.
I don't. That's true. So bad news for Amon. The hole is 100 feet deep.
Holy
And-
shit.
You fall all 100 of those feet. The staff slowed your initial descent, but in the absence of a superior tactic, you are going to take 8d6 of falling damage, resulting in a total of 29 bludgeoning damage as you fall on the bottom, likely, breaking a leg or a back or something. You are now at the bottom of an inky black shaft. Also, don't Google big black shaft.
Don't tell me
And-
what to do, man. What did you say? 29?
29. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I'm a month.
We cut rope. He's not dead. He took 29 damage.
I understand, Mark. I was being dramatic. I'm a woman. No, understand.
No one
Understand.
understands women.
My
I'm a
role.
woman, Jerry.
Okay. Okay. Well, now we have to rescue Amon. Fucking idiot.
While we're deciding that, I'd like to interject with a kind of amusing story that I think you would appreciate, Michelle. We played
I'm in it.
Pathfinder on Friday night, and I don't think you've ever met my friend Foob, who's playing in the game with us now. I guess you met him like twice when you started with us.
Yeah.
He's kind of an awkward guy sometimes, but immaterial to the story. They got into a circumstance where they found the ghostly spirit of a beautiful woman who's working as the keeper of this elaborate arcane laboratory, and she's wearing a mithril breastplate which sparkles in the light of the dungeon torches. And the only mechanism in the game that says like she's supposed to be very friendly, very outgoing, and willing to help the party, she only becomes hostile towards the party if someone tries to steal her breastplate or confronts her with the harsh reality that she is in fact a ghost and is already dead, a thing that she either doesn't know or isn't willing to accept. And so Foob goes forward and just goes, "Hey, you're a ghost. You don't even need that breastplate anymore. I'm going to get that breastplate because you're a dead ghost." And I was like, well, but that's about the worst thing you could possibly have done. She puts her books aside. Her hair begins to burn with a fiery rage, and she lets loose this otherworldly scream. "I'm going to need you to make a will save against the Banshee's wail." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, she was incensed by you insinuating that she was dead. It's the only thing that really results in this encounter devolving into combat." And he goes, "Well, shit, can I take it back?" And I was like, "You can attempt
No.
a diplomacy check to try to like patch things up." And he rolls a nat 1.
Ugh.
And he goes, "I think I just made it worse." And I'm like, "So this enraged banshee lady just comes screaming at you, and you tell this emotional woman to just be calm." And then he goes,
You
"Yeah, and I
played
probably
that
told her
well.
that everyone would like her more if she smiled more often." Nailed it.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay,
Good. He
can I try to tell
absolutely
her to calm down?
failed that.
Yes. Let's everybody line up and tell this poor dead lady to calm her tits.
I had an older male coworker that was like, you're generally pretty happy, but when you're not happy, I don't remember exactly the phrasing of it, but he basically said I'm less pretty when I'm not smiling. And I just looked at him and I was like, for both of our sakes, get the fuck out of my office.
Yes.
Wow.
That's rough.
And he was like, oh, I thought you would like it if I told you you were pretty most of the time. And I was like, again, I'm going to need you to retreat as quickly as possible. And he was like, okay. And then like an hour later, he's like, can you tell me exactly what I did wrong? And I said, nothing that you did was right.
Right.
There was no part of that was right. And he's like, are we not supposed to tell girls when we think they're pretty anymore? I'm like, you are not allowed to comment on me ever again. Nothing. I
Wow.
don't care if you don't like what I'm wearing. I don't care if you think I look like a goddamn goddess. You may never comment on me ever again. He said, noted.
It's like, no, you don't understand. I just wanted you to know that I think you have value as a sex object. I don't understand why there's a problem here.
Yeah, and I was like, even just saying, like, for both our sakes, get the fuck out of my office. I was like, that probably could get me into some trouble. And I was like, I don't at this point. I'm like, either you're gonna die or I'm gonna cut your dick off. So one of the two things
Wait, so
is
you'll fight for
gonna
Dick?
land
your
me
hand-
in some jail.
Take it out.
Check it out. I said to. 100% of the time never fails.
It's like, I don't know. It's fun. Like, Megan's worked in a professional space, and I've worked with like our friend Lacey, and it's difficult as a man in the world sometimes to like fully understand and identify, I think, with the struggles that some women experience. Like, I don't want to say that it's easy to like disbelieve, but like sometimes when a man says or does something that is that like comically accurate to what women experience, like that is just such a, like, as a person, it's disappointing. As a human being, it's just disappointing that those feelings are completely valid, because it turns out that shit really just does happen all day, every day, and that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is exactly what you just said.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Gross. Yeah.
And it was like right
Gross.
after an argument with Wayne where I told her that, like, I don't think anybody's that misogynistic. I feel like
And then you talk to Wayne.
just let your good work speak for itself. You shouldn't have to worry about anything like that. No one's really ever, like, the world is moved beyond that. And then, like, literally the next week that happens, and it's like, well, shit, I don't know what to tell you, baby. I can apologize for the whole world, but I was
Yeah.
wrong.
I also had a white male coworker tell me once, after a rather heated meeting where I stood my ground appropriately, on a subject that I was the only person in the room that did the job that everyone else wanted to talk about, right? Like, so imagine I'm in a room with a bunch of men and everyone's saying, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this, you should, and I'm going, okay, I'm the only person that does this job, and here's the reasons why I do it the way I do it. But I stood my ground, long meeting, and afterwards I had a male coworker be like, just because you have an opinion about something doesn't mean you should give it. And I got to where I got to by listening and not speaking. And I looked at him and I was like, who paid for you to go to college? Because I paid for myself. Who gave you your first car? Your mommy and your daddy? Because I had to buy mine. And I said, I was like, you got to where you got to because of your privilege. And you're right. And you can sit in a room and not say something and still jump ahead in your job. I'm like, I've watched you fail up twice since I've been here. You fucked up so bad at your previous position that they moved you out of it into a new position with more money so that you weren't fucking up the position you had. I was like, don't you ever tell me how to be. I'm like, I got to where I got to because of my audacity and my tenacity, because I've had to fight my way to the top. And I said, and my work does speak for itself, unlike yours. I'm like, don't ever come for me again. And he was like, that was one of the meanest things anyone's ever said to me. And I said, great, know your place. I'm like, know your place. I was like, I see you. I know who you are. And now you see me. I will see you in our next work meeting. Like, I
Or
was
not,
so
you may get
proud of
promoted
myself
up again.
for my reaction of just being like, hell fucking no, you didn't just tell me to shut my mouth in a meeting.
I like how he was giving his opinion in that as well, by the way.
Yeah. By the way,
Yeah,
I got to where I got to because I was like, you got to where you got to because you don't got to do shit. You're a white man. You're a wealthy white man. That's why you are where you are. Who has
that's
a
the part I'm
fucking
missing. I'm missing the wealthy part. Then
Right.
I'll be good.
Every time someone tells me that story, though, I always think like, do you have any more of those jobs laying
Yeah,
around where
right?
like just
I'll
like
take 'em.
a pompous sort of a egocentric white guy could just kind of not do his job and still get promoted? Like, do you
It's
have? Where
baffling
is
to
that?
me. He's literally the manager of our communications and telemetry department and does not understand a single system that he is
Hey,
above.
can you give me that
Couldn't
job instead? I'll
I
do that
would
job. That
love
sounds
to.
great.
I'd love to get a qualified person into this
No,
position.
no, no, no,
His
no, no. I'm not
degree,
saying I'm not saying I'm qualified. That sounds like a great position. He doesn't know what he's doing. I'll jump right
not
in
at
on
all.
that.
Yeah, and he has his degrees in psychology, so they gave him the management position because he's good with people.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I could name I could tell you some stories about how he's not so good with women.
Hey,
Hmm. Hmm.
women, people, yeah.
Yeah, people would like you more if you put more makeup on. I'm gonna start telling him stuff. Yeah, you should really
Oh,
wear
you should,
makeup.
you should actually.
I don't like it when you wear your hair down. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, JD Vance started on that. Get his eyeliner and everything. There you
Oh,
go.
fuck him. I don't think he's. Mm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. I
exactly.
mean, that's yeah. Anytime I have a airline pilot, I always how many rings and or jewelry are you wearing, please? 11? Great. This is gonna be a good flight.
Oh,
I do love those conversations though when you guys I just did it you guys as the two girls on the call. When you both are able to not necessarily like ruin someone's day and make them cry, although that is funny too, but I like it when someone is like you can watch them learn in real time that what they did is a no-no.
Yeah,
yep.
that's
Yeah.
so realization.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. You go like, well no, I'm not
Yeah.
what I said though oh I
Mhm.
just that
Mhm.
you're a woman. Fuck. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I'm hearing it a little bit now.
Mhm. Yeah, and he said he's all, well, I wasn't trying to make this personal, and I was like,
Because I'm not a
oh.
person.
I'm like, you basically told me not to talk unless I'm spoken to, which is the absolute worst thing you could tell someone like me. I I can be the kindest person ever. I have no problem being mean when I need to. And I think that's where people underestimate me, where I'm like, I will have your back until the day I die. But the second you cross me, I will stick a fucking dagger in your heart with words. You're welcome. And you will know. And you will know not to cross me again. I also had my lead tell me that he is a lone wolf and didn't feel like he needed to train me in front of my boss. And I said, I'm sorry, did you, as my lead, just tell me you're unwilling to train me to do the job that you get paid to do? I'm like, unacceptable. No. I'm like, I will not train myself to do something when I don't know how to do it and you get paid twice as much money to be my lead. You will train me to do the job that I have to do. And he was like, you don't get to tell me what to do. And I said, I absolutely get to hold you accountable for the job that you have. And so we're going back and forth in front of my boss. And then I said, do both of you think I'm the type of woman that's going to just sit back and let you do whatever the hell you want? I'm like, I'm not that bitch. And they both just open mouth looked at me. I'm like, sorry, someone's going to have to do their job.
Yep.
Okay? Like, I'm just, yeah, fucking wild. Yeah. I still have trained myself to do my job. We've gotten way off topic. I'm sorry,
so-
guys.
All right. That's enough with the man bashing.
It's
My
not just
Ladies.
feelings are hurt.
Let's just. I'm gonna need you all to submit to your husbands
yes.
as Jesus wants.
Yes. Sky Daddy is very clear on our role.
Oh man! All right, sorry. I'll get us back on track. That story was like I have missed you in our games for other reasons, but like no more so than that night.
Yeah. Well, he learned a valuable lesson.
Oh man! All right, so we've got Amon crippled at the bottom of a hole. We have an inert golem, and we have Zach deciphering gibberish in front of 6 statues that are watching him more intently as he bends over to pick things up.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to advocate for getting Amon. That is going to be very important to me.
It is your fault. I mean, he's down there. Makes sense.
I
Sure. Yeah. I guess my only concern in that is Hoppy's totally safe. The rod basically stopped him from falling backwards. No, I think I'm seeing it more like, like we did like the 60s era Star Trek whole set is shaking, everybody's falling all over the place kind of thing. Right. And, Hoppy just needed help to not fall backwards into the hole, and the rod did that. My only question, do we have 100 feet of rope? And that's not like I gotcha. I just don't know that we do. And my biggest fear is that if somebody had it, it would likely be Amon.
I have 100 feet of rope.
Sure. I just like in our party, Amon tends to be like our ranger, and I just like if somebody had the ascending rope, it would probably be him. And if he's the guy at the bottom of the hole needing the rope, that's not helpful. Yeah, easy enough. We have 2 remarkable athletes in the party. It shouldn't be a problem to lower it down. He can bowl and knot, and you guys can pull him up. So fishing for Amon just takes several minutes, but is otherwise very achievable by this group. We'll shortcut that. Amon is back to the top, although injured and frustrated, he is fine now.
You guys want to finish looking at the things over there before we go down the stairs and see what's down there? I'm gonna keep. Do we need to move? Do we need to jigger over to the side to avoid the hole?
I don't think you can use that word.
I can use any word.
I'm speechless.
Apparently, I made everybody speechless.
I was just trying to focus on drawing my square, and then I think that red shirt's gone to your head. Marking the red off as just that is now a void.
So I can. I don't need to rejigger. I can stay here.
Yes, that's correct.
I will move out of the way so you guys can save, do whatever you need to do.
Push monster dude into the hole.
Yeah. Did the wall break next to him?
Yeah, there is no wall in the adjoining rooms. That was in the collapse as well.
See,
Hey,
I
Oni.
hope.
You wanna shove him into the hole?
Oni says, "Hell yes," but she's downstairs.
So I've got hammering horns that allows me to push the target. Unless it succeeds on a strength saving throw against a DC of 8 plus my proficiency plus my strength. I don't know what that actually is. But
Because it's not an active combatant and it's not going to take reactions. I think I would rather it be a athletics check to just push an inanimate object into a hole.
okay, can we both do it?
For sure.
Okay.
Oni will just check a 10 to give you advantage, or vice versa, and we'll just resolve it with one roll, but it'll be a roll with advantage. Since she's downstairs with the pups, would you mind making the roll with advantage, Huppy? She will check a 10, no problem. 26 is enough to push him into the void. You grind steel against stone as you flat push him rather than like ass over tea kettle rolling him until you push him into the void. 2 or 3 feet off the precipice as gravity takes him into the darkness. He just says, I was just beginning to learn to love.
Well, now you can
He
learn
is
to love
now,
down in a hole.
which is part of it, really. Draco, while all of this fun has been, taking place in the holes, you have come up with a breakthrough. You think that these gibberish bits were some kind of a replacement cipher where words are replaced with a set pattern of different letters, and you think you might be able to reverse engineer this replacement cipher and to decode the nonsense. But I will need an intelligence check, raw int.
That's gonna be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, we
I'm not-
know. You didn't have to say it.
I did I was honest with that one. You know what? Screw it. Inspiration token.
Can I go help him
Wait,
now that I've
that was
done
the
my
wrong one.
thing?
That was the wrong one. That's this one. Intelligence. There you go.
I think either roll has to stay the same.
No, the one with wisdom, which was +5, intelligence was +2. So I did my intelligence instead.
I think either will be sufficient to decode the replacement cipher. Putting them in place now, you can pass out to Renan, who's here to help, like the new letters so that you can translate what's on them. So you've sort of created the decoder ring for these plinths. And if you tell me which one you want to read and give me 1 second to get there, I will tell you what they say.
What I'm in front of first, since I'm already here.
This one here.
Yep.
Putting your replacement cipher codex into place, you write down the new words on a sheet of paper, and you think what it says is, I am the last one standing, though many wounds I bear. The poison can't defeat me.
Ugh.
The sickness I don't fear.
Mark,
And
that
you,
was rude. Why aren't we invited over?
well, anybody that can come over, there will be plenty of food.
Okay, sorry. I'm fully engaged in D&D, not ADHDing.
Not thinking about kielbasa.
Can
Yes.
you repeat that, John?
Again.
Are they all? Is this all 6 of them?
No,
No.
that's just the one in front of Draco.
Okay.
It says,
He's the last one standing.
I am the last one standing, though many wounds I bear. The poison can't defeat me. The sickness I don't fear.
And that is this one. This one is the last one standing.
Yeah.
And he's not afraid of poison or some shit.
There you go. John was nice enough to put it in the chat for us.
Okay. What's this one say?
That one says, my footwork is a shadow, my hand a thief in the night.
That's me.
A high score and you'll dodge a blade, but a low one ends the fight.
Okay. And okay, so we have this one and this one. You want to go here next?
Yep. We're gonna go right down the row, rearrange if we need to.
The description you gave us earlier says they don't have hands.
They are
No
just
heads.
torsos, yeah.
Yeah.
Torsos and up, I guess. It says, I hold the secrets of the ancients, though I never speak. I teach the wizard's spell to use, though my own magic is weak.
It sounds like a spell book.
Yeah, I hold the secrets of the ancients, though I never speak. I teach the wizard spells to use, though my own magic is weak. That's very likely the scroll we found. Right?
Well, it's any scroll or book.
Well, I'm assuming these have to do with things here, but I could be very wrong. What's this?
The statue. Just a torso.
Shut the shit
Shut
up.
the fuck up.
I could not
It
help.
says, I can lift a mountain with my will, but a whisper breaks my hold. The brawler feels my absence. The athlete finds me in gold.
Are these us? How many
Try to
of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this us?
possibly.
What does this statue say?
Oh,
Fucking
interesting.
Zach.
Draco. My name's Draco. Jeez. Oh.
Well,
I seek the truth behind the lies, the common sense you need. Without me, you'll walk into a trap driven by foolish greed.
and this last one.
I can win a king's favor or charm a dragon's heart. My words can change the world, though I don't lift a finger to start.
Wow, this is going to be a fun one.
Zach is
This is
confident
this
in
is
his ability to
perception. This
decipher
is
the words.
perception. I can see
So
the truth behind the lies, the common sense you need. Without me, you'll walk into a trap driven by
that's
foolish
wisdom.
greed. Okay. Yeah, so these are attributes.
Uh,
What were you saying, John?
so the first one
Uh,
is Constitution.
was just saying that you are confident in your translation, but as you move from statue to statue, refining those translations, you do still can't help but feel the gaze of all of the statues watching you with a supernatural, magical quality.
The last
Artwork
one's
is a
charisma.
shadow. Yes. This is yes. Okay, so now we know that they are attributes. What do we do with them? Okay, who is our strongest? Who has the highest dex?
You
Me?
don't
Okay.
you have like an 17 or something like that?
No, I have an 18.
So yes, then it's higher than everybody else.
No,
I have
that's
a
a
14.
Mon. My bad. Both Amon and I have high dex.
I have high strength. I have high constitution. Do you think?
I got
I do.
Constitution and Intelligence. Or wins. I got Constitution and Wisdom. Are my two high ones.
Okay, I think Oni, what's your charisma? No, I think you have the highest charisma out of all of us. Uh-huh.
Probably.
So
My Wisdom
maybe
is 20.
But
let's
there's more of them than there are of us. So
right, so
I
I don't think
think,
it matters who does what.
well, I think that she should do strength, and
Well,
I can do constitution.
let's wait. Look, so I want to test it first before we do. Who has the most hit points right now out of the two of you?
I do.
Okay, so then, and your strength is higher than her strength?
Yeah.
And which one do we think is strength?
No, her strength is higher than or is the same as mine.
Yeah, so that's
Um,
okay. That's you can do strength.
I think the
I
fourth
can
one is
lift a
strength.
mountain with my will, but a whisper breaks my hold. No, what is that one? I can lift a mountain with my will, but a whisper breaks my hold.
Uh,
The brawlers
hold
fear my absence. The athlete finds me in gold. Is that one strength?
I think so.
And
So
which one was that?
That
hold
was
on
the
one second.
topmost one here.
Okay, so
I think I should do the Constitution one because I have 18 in Constitution, and so that's pretty high. And since I'm the only one that has a high Constitution, that makes sense to me. Even though the strength, Oni and I have the same strength, so she should do the strength one, but I can go first and see what happens with the Constitution.
yeah,
Let's
that's
figure
fine.
out. Let's figure out what the Constitution one is. It's probably the one. Yeah. Yep, that's
Depends
probably
what you
it.
mean by first one. It's not the first one in
It's
order.
this
Yeah,
one
It's
though.
the first one you
this
guys
First one we
looked
did.
at, but
Yeah, it's the first one we
So
looked at.
walk up to it and just say, "Are you Constitution?"
Uh,
or
uh,
or something. I
well,
don't know.
they all have a mask, so I assume that I take the mask.
They don't have masks, no heads, just torsos.
heads and torsos, everything from like a
Huh.
chest up, like the bust of a
Oh,
statue. They have a mask that has glass inset lenses, and those
that's right.
lenses seem to be staring at you intently, following, and almost like a. I was trying to give you like the creepy pervert vibe of it is just intently watching everything that you do, like
Yeah,
taking no
it's a
action but just observing everything.
yeah, and it was a word game, so I'm assuming it's words, but it could be an action. So let's test it a couple
Okay.
times.
I am
And since
Constitution.
Or
There
you are
seems to be no response to the exclamation or the question, "I am Constitution" or "Are you Constitution?"
How about I poke it?
It is cold stone that seems very dense and heavy. But again, you do notice that the glass lenses in the helmeted statue seem fixated on you. You can't help but feel like you're being observed, almost like
Mhm.
an expectant star on a stage. Like it's all six of them are like, "Come on, man!" Get that
Maybe
feeling
I
that
need
someone's
to
looking for
do
you to
something
perform.
that. Yeah, maybe I have to perform an act of with my Constitution. Um,
Good.
what would that be? Like stab myself?
What was the last one we did? It was this one right here, right?
The last one says, "I can win a king's favor
Yeah,
or charm
but
a dragon's heart."
it was this one though, right? This was
Correct.
the last
Yep.
one.
Top
Mhm.
left to bottom right is the order.
Okay. I believe I have the spell charm even. Do I do charm
Okay.
person or charm beast? Or charm monster?
I would do monster. Yeah, that one's the charisma one, which you have
Yeah.
none of.
How do we
So
show charisma? Oh wow. Speaking the truth though, that hurts.
you should just go up and try to hit on it, and we'll all watch you fail miserably.
Why are you taking out your gold purse?
That's right. Okay.
Ew.
I'm going to actually go ahead and cast charm person on it. No?
Nothing happens by virtue of you having cast charm person on the statue.
Okay.
That act alone does nothing.
Okay.
Okay, we are missing something.
It just looks at you expectantly. You just get the sense that the eyes are staring at you like a child at a fair waiting to be entertained.
Yes.
Sure. Yes, if that's what you're trying to demonstrate, give me athletics, which is like the extension of strength itself. The bust is surprisingly heavy, but you are able to get it off of its stone plinth. grunt and exert yourself, putting more of your back into it than you should have to, but you do manage to just get it to raise off of the stone plinth, and the glass lenses flash with a bright red hue, and the the wording on the base of it translates to what Zach already figured out and remains illuminated. The lens, the statue, everything is now glowing with a red light.
That's what I thought. We have to act on these things. Okay, so we've done our strength.
It seems like a condition has been satisfied since you demonstrated strength for it.
Right.
You got to riz it up.
Hey,
I'm gonna.
who has the highest charisma?
It's literally Oni.
Maybe I could use
Okay, Oni, hit on the
persuasion
statue.
on it.
What kind of sick fuck would design a game where his wife has to flirt with him?
I can think of one sick fuck. Wow. Wow, you have a guitar.
Yeah. Understand all of it.
Good. And in your mind, a story of murder is enchanting.
Ouch. I am going to. How do I. Okay,
Your
keep going.
your thievery one. Come on, what you got for that?
I'm well aware, but like how. I'm gonna have to demonstrate that I can steal shit right in front of it. So
Oni,
What
Oni,
about
before we get any
acrobatic?
further, Oni, can I get a performance check for you so that you can contextualize the story of brutality and murder as like a flirting affectation? Right, like sure, like just showing like the subtle flexes of like the strength of your arm and uh yes, you have successfully rizzed the statue. It turns light colors of pink, the lens flares, and the translation appears on the placard.
this is the dexterity one, right?
That is
Constitution.
Constitution.
That's Constitution. Which one is the dex?
The
One above
second
it.
one from the top.
Great. So I'm going to
Helps anybody if
tell.
you start top left, bottom right. It's the order that they appear in your character sheet.
Okay.
Strength, Dex, Con, Intelligence, Wisdom, Charisma.
I'm going to ask Hoppy to stand there, and then I'm going to cartwheel, cartwheel, cartwheel. While in midair, I'm going to steal something off of Hoppy's person and then just display it when I land here.
You stole
Here.
my loincloth, didn't she?
Yep. To this statue. Just saying.
Give me an acrobatics check first, and then a sleight of hand.
Oh shit! Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that twice. Do you want to keep the second roll for my stealth?
I'm fine with that if you are.
Yeah.
Both are exemplary performances of dexterity. The statue glows bright white, and the plaque auto translates, and the conditions of having demonstrated dexterity seem satisfied.
You know, I'm slightly insulted though, just saying. Seeing as how I deciphered what the code was and it didn't unlock, wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Actually,
You're
that's
not
smart.
a
as wise as you
great
thought
point.
you were. So like
Is
peek
it?
behind the DM screen, like if you guys immediately locked onto I think the impetus of what I wanted from the puzzle, but like my fail state, no one's getting anywhere, was to give you the clue of one of them seems activated, and then you could backtrack as to why that one responded to your wisdom. But since everybody sort of keyed on it very quickly, I wanted to see if we could get there without a hint.
Gotcha.
But that's very intuitively smart of you. That is how it was going to go if I feel like I didn't get any nibbles.
Okay, now I gotta think
And
of how to be wise again. Okay.
now that I'm naked, does it see my constitution and just assume it's okay?
Damn.
It is not impressed.
I guess I could just like do the hustle for 6 hours or something like that.
The
I
one
don't know.
time that
There's nothing
big
to
dick
roll.
energy does nothing for you.
I know.
Yeah.
Like I guess you guys could just like beat me or something, and I could just stand here.
Well, we figured out 3 of them so far, so let's
Mhm.
keep going.
I will not be helping. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, keep workshopping how to demonstrate Constitution. We have Strength, Dexterity, and Charisma done. We have Constitution, Intelligence, and Wisdom to go.
Intelligence is going to be the hard one for our group.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. No, that would be like memorization.
Yeah, that's probably int.
Yeah.
I
Amon.
have a 14. Amon has a 12 in intelligence. Who
I got
has
15.
higher? You have a 15 in intelligence?
I do.
I have a 7.
It doesn't have to be role related either. If someone can just think of a way that you can demonstrate that, it doesn't necessarily have to be tied to a D&D specific skill. But just like, I think Mark was close to something by saying like, just rote memorization of something complex might be a demonstration of intellect.
Yeah, so Amon
Can
would
you
be
recite
good.
5 Shakespearean sonnets? Thank you. Or explain the, I don't even know, quantum physics? Oh,
Oh, there's anti. I don't remember.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
Oh boy.
H. I know the
Antim-
alphabet!
antimonium, aluminum.
Wow. Yeah. If
You
you
forgot
remember that
Aardvark.
right now,
Query: what is letter Elemento?
yeah.
uh, we could probably do like a for the like somebody could spout off about like a religious text, like a reference to a religious text, or um, something about history for intelligence. Hmm. Could he give it a history lesson?
Or what about linguistics? What if he just spoke like, how many different languages does he know?
As like a polyglot?
He
Oh,
literally knows 4 different languages. So why doesn't he say, like,
Hey.
why doesn't he just say, I am a linguist in all 7 languages that he speaks?
Mm-hmm.
So we
I
haven't done
imagine
Constitution
he
yet, right?
might instead say that he has a talented tongue in 4 languages.
Sure, whatever you want to say. Whatever speaks words is bestest.
It does. That demonstrates intelligence.
Okay. For Constitution.
Sure.
We just have Constitution and
Okay.
Wisdom.
Okay, Constitution. Let's
Let's go.
all hold our breath for as long as we can.
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
And we'll see who can hold out the longest. Yeah? Yeah?
Or
You
the
guys
most
can do that.
most push-ups
Yeah, let's hold our breath. Let's hold our breath.
while doing push-ups.
No, we'll just hold our breath.
Okay.
Because I ain't doing no push-ups. Look at me.
I mean,
I'm going to start telling the statue, the wisdom statue, about how wise Draco is, because in the beginning he used to make decisions that affected our group terribly, and then he learned over time that pissing me off is the worst choice for our
And so he
group.
does it all the time.
So now he's learned to thoughtfully
Not
and
suck a lot.
considerately weigh his impulses, and he's less impulsive, and now he knows that he makes the best decisions for our group, and he has learned over time to be discerning. I don't know. You
No,
guys help me out.
I like that. If you are willing to sort of like reframe that conversation for each member of the party, showing personal growth as you guys have acquired experience, acting on that personal growth information is wisdom. I mean, that's you acquire new experiences and that informs future decision making processes. That seems to me like an essential element of wisdom. I like that a lot. The
Yeah.
stone reacts and agrees with your wisdom, and you've solved the wisdom one.
Okay, hold your breaths. Ready? And
I also think this is the dumbest way to show this, but I'm done. I'm out. But it's fun.
Zach, I hope you still have your breath held in real life.
He does.
Eventually, everybody but Hoppy has had to and gasp for air. He will have just numerically the greatest capacity for holding his breath based on his score.
Yeah.
It does, however, go on for long enough that you're not sure he isn't dying or is cheating somehow. It gets to that like he can't still be holding his breath levels of like, oh my god, maybe his brain just requires less oxygen. I don't know. And just when you think
I
it's
love it.
starting to become like a legitimate safety concern, the statue activates glowing dark forest green, having proved that he has the constitution of the ages. And the sixth plaque translates to the text that was deciphered by Draco. And as the sixth one illuminates, all six of them, slowly grinding stone against stone, recess into the floor. And in a distance, you can hear a large passageway open.
yes, we did another doorway. We're so smart. Nope, nope. It's into the hall.
We got a door down here.
Yep, but we got a door over here that just opened.
Okay, so we're gonna go that way first.
Yep.
Okay.
Because, come on, we just did a cool thing and open a cool door. So we go and see what's in the cool door.
The cool door that you've opened to the far east drops 2 levels of elevation,
Oh,
just a couple of steps. Terminating ahead of you, you see a large box surrounded in an alcove of torches. There is also a room to the north and to the south. So as you're on your left and right, as you're heading towards this chest in the alcove of torchlight.
Do we want to be smart and use the rogue to or thief to go and take a look around?
yeah, of course.
Then I'll peer into the south.
Uh, to our peeky sneakers. If you wish to not be seen while you're peeking, I'd like a stealth check. If you don't care, then just give me perceptions.
That's not very good.
I love that.
In the rooms to the north and south, the rooms seem quite expansive, but empty. There is, however, a low-lying mist that just clings to the ground, coming up to about hip height. You can't really see through it, and there are denser and darker shadows than you would expect. Like even if you wave a torch into the room, there are still elements. There's still areas of the room that don't seem to be penetrated by the light.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay here while. Why don't we check out have Renan check out the box first?
Where's the box?
Right in front of you.
What's in the box?
Oh, I see it. The blue box. Can I open this box? Is it going to kill me first? I don't want to get killed.
The box has a large knocker on it, but doesn't seem to have a seam or any kind of conventional keyway. There's no hinges or seams, and there's no place to put in a key. Just ornate designs and a knocker. It is
Does it
also
appear
shrouded
safe?
in light by this alcove of torchlight.
Rope the boob.
Does it seem safe to touch?
It looks like a safe.
It seems very inviting. Yes.
Those are two different words you just used there, my guy.
What? I'm definitely not a
No.
person who chooses his words intentionally and deliberately.
Hey, Happy, can you come? I need you to knock on this thing for me. He has the most hit points. I'm not being an ass.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thanks.
Are we okay? I'm gonna come up quietly, and you want me to touch the butt?
I want you to knock it. Touch the butt.
I will touch the butt.
I'm
Hoppy,
going
as
to
you
step back.
gently touch the butt, there's a soft, like almost like a crystalline chime sound that tolls out. Definitely not proportionate to the amount of force you touch the butt with.
Okay.
But then a disembodied magic mouth style voice speaks to you and says, "The more you have of it, the less you see."
Darkness. Blow out the
Darkness.
blow them out. Put
The
out the
what?
torches.
Put out the torches.
Okay, I'll put out these two. You put out those ones.
Yep. Back in the back.
Back in the back. That's a Limbeck song, sorry.
As all of the torches extinguish, otherworldly darkness fills this entire eastern corridor. Destiny, Oni, even your own torchlight in your hand seems to be casting light only about 5 to 10 feet in front of you. It's being muted by this otherworldly darkness. And at the moment that light was snuffed out, you can hear something in the room skitter across the floor in the
Absolutely not.
low-lying fog, and the smoke in this room, the low-lying fog begins to just ooze out, undulating into the corridors. It is 11:30. Would you guys like to do this encounter, or is this a good pausing time?
I think it'd be good
I'm
pausing
fine either
time for
way.
me.
You just let me know.
Yeah, good pausing time.
Okay.
We did not run out of things. This is one that I had prepared,
Yay!
but we'll just do it next week.
Also, we did really good on figuring out that those were attributes right away. Good job, team.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.